Hi, Julie. Hi, Julie. This is Lane Clark. I wanted to take a minute to go give you some feedback about your instructional inquiry plan. I'm just going to kind of click through your PowerPoint and talk about what I see some strengths are. I really like the brochure. I think that's a good way to kind of hit that informational writing in a more accessible way. I think the strategies that you've picked go along really nicely, especially the Google Notebook, and I really also like how you've incorporated formative and summative assignment, specifically the formative ass- assessment or the formative feedback. And you've clearly tied this to Common Core state standards. And I really like this rubric that you have that designates what mastered means versus exemplary. I know that's something I try to do in my class as well. So you've given them a bunch of different topic choices, and I love that you have them write an actual proposal to convince their teacher which topic that they do. And the topics look engaging. I love that they have choice because when you give kids choice, that's shown to increase motivation. Using Google Docs is a wonderful technology tool, and I see that you've gotten that from the Beach article or Beach book. And the thing that I really like is the sharing part of the Google Docs, and you talk about this through the synchronous chats. Um, and I'm wondering, and you're letting kids kind of comment on each other. That second one, the synchronous chats are similar to face conversations in the fact that they happen real time. That second bullet about the Google Docs with kids looking at each other's, it might be more effective to do that asynchronously, just because that allows a little bit more time for students to give their feedback versus doing it on the spot. Oops, let me go back for a second here. I might have missed this, but I know I saw this on your discussions about using synchronous chats as formative assessment, and I think that's an excellent strategy. So can I tell you, I haven't used EasyBib, and considering how much I write research and how often I cite things, I don't know why I don't use this. But after reading through this part, I'm definitely going to take a look at this. So I think that's a good use of technology tool as well. And I think about how using that tool and getting more familiar with references will help them later on after your class as well. So this is the creative part on your that I notice is how you've combined your two books. You've combined your Beach and your Baines book. Nice job. So you've used your Beach book to kind of drive the organization of how you're going to approach this assignment with the Google Docs and the EasyBib. And then you've used your Baines book to do some kind of mini lessons and combining sentences. I think this is a great mini lesson. How to turn those 2-column notes into paragraphs. It's funny, we have kids take notes and we automatically assume they know how to turn those into paragraphs that make sense. And they don't always do that. So I think that's a great idea. That's a really good mini lesson as well. And here we go, creating the research brochure. And again, you pull that idea from Baines as well. So you do a really nice job combining the two books. I know you straddled two book groups, so great work. And the second part of this PowerPoint here, you could just kind of go through the expectations that you have, what's on the front, what's on the back. And I think that's great. It's really important we think clearly through that part before we engage our students. And so you had your formative assessment through those kind of online chats and sharing of the Google Docs, and here's your summative assessment where they're going to actually present this. And blogging paper comments, I think that's a really good idea. I believe I did see that in some of the discussions in this class. So one of the criteria, excuse me, is that you have drawn in the text and your discussions into this presentation, which you clearly have. you've definitely walked me through this project and how you would do it. Excellent job. The content is great. The presentation style is great. So fabulous job. I hope you actually get a chance to do this project. Bye.